And now the big one was the re-signing of Deshaun Watson to the Texans. This one, from a Patriots fan perspective, I was pretty disappointed. Because I've been saying on the pod, this is a guy that I really thought we were going to be able to woo to the Patriots after this year. 4 years, $156 million.
Oh,
That's a lot of money to not be good for 4 years.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money to just kind of waste your career
Mediocre.
down in Houston.
Yeah.
so they're just basically doing that $35 million a year extension.
Something like that. He has a $27 million signing bonus, $39 million annually.
So they could spend that on him, but they couldn't have paid DeAndre Hopkins.
That is absolutely outrageous. And they could have spent that on him, but not give Clowney a contract a couple years ago.
Ridiculous.
That's so weird because we were talking about this at least a little bit before the pod, but like, you got to give him weapons to be able to get the job done.
Right.
And he's down
Right.
quite a lot. I mean, he still has potential. He's still a great quarterback. But
Not to jump into maybe fantasy production may not be high, but look out for. I have faith in David Johnson, and I've had faith in the
I have
past.
zero faith in that guy.
I have faith in him. I think it has nothing. He has nothing. No pressure on him. Everyone thinks he's gonna stink, and I think that alone, I think will help him.
I think he's just shot. I think he's done.
I think he'll have we'll see. We'll see. I'm also saying this because I have him in fantasy, so I hope he has a good
slight
year.
bit of bias there.
But I think he won't be that bad. I think he has a lot to prove, and I think a lot of doubters, and I think that resonates with some athletes. Unless he's soft and doesn't like it, then he'll stay.
I don't know. That's going to be that offensive line's not good, so I'm
Yeah,
not sure what he's
that's
really
true.
going to be able to do.
But he can pass catch back too.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And Watson, when he's a
And
mobile
Watson really
guy,
doesn't. He has Cooks, Stills, and Fuller, so he does
Yeah.
need another option.
so I think that's not. I don't think that's a bad. I think he won't be terrible. The Texans definitely got worse, but I think that they're not as bad as people are saying. I think their main problem is still there, and that's Billy O'Brien. I think that's like their main
Huge issue.
huge issue.
But they'll still make it to postseason, but they'll first round knockout.
Now, the biggest thing that I got out of this was Dak is going to get paid next year
By someone.
by someone. Not that it
Not
doesn't look like
necessarily. It could be Dallas, but I'm not really sure.
but I think they missed an opportunity to sign. They should have signed Dak before Lamar, before not Lamar, sorry, Mahomes.
Got the
Before Deshaun. They should have signed him to a lesser deal because now like the money.
because he
for
originally wanted
quarterback.
35 a year, and everyone was saying that was too much.
Yeah, he was looking for
Something
big
like
money.
that.
though.
34, 35, and now he's going to say, "Well, give me 40, give me 42."
Especially if he has a
You know.
good year this year. Because like if he
It's a make or break year for him.
Yeah.
We
It's a
said. I
prove it
think
year.
we talked about it on the last pod I was on. It's really is make or break for Dak Prescott.
yeah. And I hope he makes it because again,
You want
I
to know
think-
why they're not paying him?
because of Zeke. Why?
QB2 Andy Dalton.
Stop
You have the
it.
red rifle in your
Stop
back
it.
pocket, ready to go.
Stop it.
Unleash the man,
Red rifle.
ready to go.
You have a unbelievable loyalty to this guy.
You see the hair, America? How can I not go for that guy?
Wasn't it you that said the Bengals would be better with him?
Oh,
no,
no,
the
the Bears.
Patriots.
It was the Bears.
Oh, the Bears.
Because I listened back to the episode. Don't worry about that. I listened back and I told you guys the Bears went 8-8, 5 games. They lost by 1 possession, and I told you guys Andy Dalton wins at least 2 of those games. They're 10-6 instead of 8-8, and they go to the playoffs. And that's all you really want in Chicago. Mitch Trubisky's your starting quarterback. You're just trying to get into the playoffs. You're not trying to win.
They
the Super
announced
Bowl.
that Nick Foles is
Yeah,
going
I
to
saw
start as
that.
the backup. I'm shocked.
I don't know why you
that.
even bother bringing him in.
Yeah. Didn't they trade for him? Or they traded something
And that's
for
a
him,
bad
right?
contract.
Yeah, that's a
Bad
big
contract that the Jags started.
Yeah, and now you're gonna bring this guy in for big money, and you're gonna
And
have
then
him
you're just not
sit
even
on your
gonna use him.
bench.
Not even going to use him.
Wild.
Which beckons again. Why would you not bring in Andy Dalton for, I think, $8 million? No, hear me out. $8 million for Andy Dalton, and you're going to start Mitch Trubisky anyway?
Deshaun Watson, but anyways, to close, that's a huge contract for him. I don't like it because now he's stuck.
Yeah, heartbreaking for Pats fans that really wanted him to come
So
in.
now I don't know. Cam Newton's just going to work out, and he's going to be a quarterback for the next 3 years. 2 years. 1 year.
Unless we draft a stud.
Yeah.
Absolute stud.
Jarrett Stidham. You already have him.
Man.